And good morning, people. Welcome back to Dragon Quest XI. We have left Cobblestone. We are currently in the Heliodor region. Last time we went around, we fought as many enemies as we could. I am now level 6, and it is a good time for us to move on, I feel. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I am going to get a few additional bits of experience on the way up, but not really a whole great deal. Really just a few extra fights here or there. I am at night, so there will be lamplings around, so there'll be a little bit more danger. But yeah, enemies are sort of running away from us now. So I think I'm a little bit leveled. So yeah, we're going to go with that. Yeah, Drakis come out at night. The lamplings come out at night. You do find Drakis in the day, but not very many of them. And lamplings just don't exist. But yeah, Drakis are running from us now as well, so yeah, we at this point, unless it's things a little bit closer to Heliodor, I don't think I'm really in any danger. Some toad oil. I believe the toadies can actually drop that, but at the moment, drop rates are really, really low. Yeah, I also need something like 160 something experience to get to level 7, so all this is really doing is just getting me a little bit further along the way. It's not going to get me there, very likely. I'm just picking up a few last little bits, so there's a cotton top. It's nothing too major, but these are all harvesting spots which I might want later, and getting them now will show me what they are on the map eventually. We need a couple of skills for that though first. Oh, fright bulb. I could have picked up the horse. Honestly, I could have and got up there a little bit quicker. When you're running around on the horse, anything that's smaller than it will just be instantly knocked out of the way. There's no other way around it. It just gets completely bashed. But that we'll show that another time. One thing I didn't show, or didn't get to show, was Frizz by the Lamplings. They do have it, but they can only cast it twice. They've only got enough MP for that. And since my level is now 6, and well, I'm hitting quite a bit harder, I am one-shotting them, so I'm not worried about that fight. There is one or two more harvest spots. One I believe is a tree, but I'm not entirely certain. I think it's down this way. Ah, it's a sapling, yeah. Or it's a harvesting node at least. Cotton top, medicinal herb, and another cotton top. So excellent. That's pretty much it, though. Ah, there's Frizz. Yeah, it's quite a bit more damage than they would do normally. The only other thing they do is attack normally and sway to and fro like that last one. Yeah, 119. I could get level 17 if I waited long enough, but it's fine. I don't think there's anything up this particular point, but we'll find out later. I am expecting the skill to tell me how many treasures are in a location at some point, and that will help. Just tell me if I've forgotten anything here. But for now, we've got Heliodor to go into. We're coming in the evening, so it's quite a bit quieter than it is during the day. It's a very big bustling place during the day. And I do need to actually have it happen and be during the day. Luckily, there's time passing, and because there are a couple of quests that are only available during that particular day. And of course, there are items dotted around in places. Yeah, as you can see, there's a whole lot more people out. That's usually the case when in towns. Not always, though. There are a few that have more people out in the evenings. Do need to find these items though. I'm not entirely certain where everything is. I'm going to be searching around quite a bit. Looking in little corners. Maybe later on when I have to come back or things like that, I might create a list, but right now I'm not going to. There's always the act of talking to people if you wish to. I'm going to avoid it for the most part. Not everyone has dialogue anyway, but I'll be speaking to the people who need to be spoken to most of all. I'm going to go into there in a moment anyway. Let's go grab... Ah, there's a book. Chronicles of Corporal Crag. As for up here, is there actually anything? Well, there's you. But mostly I want that 15 gold. And yeah, let's go over here. I believe there's an item over here. No, it's on the other end. Okay. So I want to go up here. There's a ladder here. Well, two ladders actually, but we are going up here for a couple of reasons. One, this person just is convinced there's treasure down in this chimney, but is too scared to go down it, so yeah, and we're just going to go down. There is a book here. And I believe the treasure he's pointing to is actually out here. Treasure chest in plain sight if you looked up this way, but the reason why no one can get into it and collect this gold bracer is, simply put, he locked the door. But we came down the chimney, so that's not a problem anymore. So one unlocked door later, we can move into this house. And we are going to pilfer his things. I believe he makes comment about it down here. Yeah, it's this person here. Yeah, 37 gold, that's not too bad. Nothing in there. It's... yeah, he says... don't go barging around houses without so much as a by your leave. Well, by your leave... we just broke your pot. And we're also rummaging through your shelves, because that's what we do apparently. So next up, let's go into this into these shops. They're the weapon shop and the armor shop. They're right next to each other. They do have new items. They do have leather hats, which are a pretty good improvement, as well as leather armor, which is a really good improvement. I'm going to buy the leather armor. I'm not going to buy the leather hat, but and now I need to get two of these out again. So we don't have the Trojan Togs on, we don't have the extra HP, but that's fine. It's only an extra, what, 3? And there is a little bit of extra charm, but we're not using charm on the hero at this moment in time. What is going to be good here is having a copper sword. But we don't have enough for the copper chopper, which is basically the greatsword version of the copper sword. Since I'm focusing on single-handed swords at the moment, there's that. So yeah. Next up, we're going to speak to this person here who has a quest for us. He's looking for a certain book. Sir Jasper and Sir Hendrik. He wants to a book explaining the exploits of these two knights. So are we going to acquiesce to this request? Of course we are. He's taken a look around the west of the city, so it must be on the east side. And since we've just had a look through most of the books on the west side, yeah. So, soldier and strategist tell two heroes. There is one more quest for us to pick up, which is just here. Amelia is stuck on the roof and she won't come down. So we've got to help Amelia, who's in a pickle. She's not really in a pickle, but she's actually up there. Yeah, she's a cat. She's got stuck on the roof. So we've got to go deal with that. First up though, we are going to run all the way to the end over here. Because there's some barrels, which I thought were on the other end, but they're here. 7 gold and a medicinal herb. And there is a guard at the archway there who won't let you pass. However, you can drop down behind and pick up this cedar strength. I believe there's an item in one of those pots there, but I don't think he's... Oh, no. It's only when we approach the stairs. Yeah, a chunk of flintstone. And he's finally realised that we're behind him and prevents us from going. If we go anywhere near the stairs as well, he'll notice us and tell us to get lost again. So there is that. Okay, so where next? There are a number of houses still to go into on this west side. So let's start off with around the church. The church itself I don't think has anything in, but we are going to check. Outside though, 4 gold coins. Unless there's a barrel or a pot, I don't see one. We're good to do other things then. Next up is this house here. Use it to get to the swanky part of town. Yeah, there's actually a way up on the roofs and you can get to the richer part of town from here. It's not really necessary though, because we can get there just walking up. It's not like we're wanted criminals or anything like that. And, sorry Granny, we're going to take these. Fishnet stockings. And we're going to leave pretty sharply. Around, there are a couple more items around somewhere. Well, of course there are. More chunks of flintstone. That's excellent. Ah, there's our book. Soldier and the Strategist. Tale of two heroes. No matter how ferocious an assault the monsters may launch against Heliodor, this great kingdom shall not fail, for two heroic figures will stand in the path of any attacker. First is Sir Hendrik, a warrior without equal. Countless times has he ridden his colossal black steed Obsidian fearlessly into the heart of an oncoming assault, scattering the enemy like so many leaves. Chivalrous to a fault, and considered by many to be the greatest swordsman in the world, even the vilest, most towering troll dare not stand its ground when faced against his whirling greatsword. The second half of the gallant duo is the shrewd and ingenious Sir Jasper. Regarded as the sharpest military mind of the age, he has led heavily outnumbered forces to glorious victory again and again. Though as a swordsman he may be no match for Sir Hendrik, his ability to analyse any battlefield and quickly arrive at an ideal strategy for the situation at hand is unrivalled. With these two great men, the swordsman and the strategist, to protect it, Heliodor need fear no foe. So we have now found the book that we needed, and we can go hand in that particular quest. There are a couple more items first though. 9 gold coins. Medicinal herb and another book. Down and out in downtown Heliodor. Okay, so I believe that's everything in this particular building. Is that an item up there? Oh yes it is. Didn't know about this one. So yeah, good job I'm looking around a little bit. 30 gold coins is nothing to sniff at. Well, you can sniff at it if you are so inclined. Next up, can't go down that. Yeah, let's go up here. Hello. 6 more gold coins. I think we're getting close to everything that I can think of in this area. Not quite everything, there are a few more items around. And we still do need to save the kiddie on the roof. Ah, another book. Blacksmith Abroad. And a chimera wing. We could talk to this guy, but he won't actually sell anything to us while we're on this side of the counter. So, yeah, let's go on to the correct side, shall we? Don't think he has anything I need. Yeah, just more healing items and chimera wings. I've got plenty of those at this moment in time. I do need to go back into that particular shop though in just a moment, because that is our way up onto the roof. Ah, bandana. So didn't need to buy one earlier, but I'm glad I took it when I did. A small flaxen thread. Ah, there's better. And another book. Spotter's Guide to Monsters. Monsters that roam the land at night are far more fearsome than those that appear during the day. For the most part, that is true. There are a few that appear in the day, though, that are more dangerous. So let's go down here. This is the inn, if you are so inclined to stay. And there is a bank feature that you can deposit in clumps of 1,000. If you don't, if you do die in battle, you don't exactly die. You go back to your last resting point, either the church or the shrine, the statue. But I believe you lose a portion of your money. This safeguards that money. So, yeah, the bank has a very, very niche feature there. Is that out? Yeah, it is. Doesn't look like there's anything down here though. I believe this area gets quite filled up during the evening. So that's where most of the people go. Right, let's go back into this house because we do want to get up onto the roof now. Oh. Let's not forget this barrel. Yeah, because up here there is a way up onto the roof, as well as some more barrels. 6 more gold. And before we go and get Kitty, our first mini medal of the game. Collecting mini medals is a thing. There are loads of them scattered around, and they all lead in the end to some really, really nice items. So we want to pick up as many as possible. The cat's paw is stuck on the roof. No wonder the poor thing couldn't get down. So we're going to help it. And we're going to jump off the roof, because why not? So Amelia has been saved. And we get some kitty litter. You can probably even climb down chimneys, yeah. That's a little bit of a hint for the chest over there. And a Dreslian shilling. So, that's everything that I can think of in the lower city. There isn't too much in the upper city, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, they've literally strung a rope across and you can just jump the roofs and get in if you wish to. We don't need to, we're up here. I can't see a reason for us to climb roofs when we don't need to. Of course, there might be an item on top of that roof, but I don't believe there is. Let's check. Don't see anything, so probably not. Most importantly, though, we are up here. We are going to go searching around. There are a couple last-minute items before we go into the castle. One is currently indisposed. Shan't be long. Okay. In these particular big ones, big houses, there's not too much. There's 100 gold there, which I will gladly take. You can't go into the side rooms here, and I believe there's nothing up the top here. Oh no, there is a book. Lurid Allure of the Dingy Dungeons. So that's one. There's one more house that we can actually go into. I believe this one we can't, but there is an item outside. And I believe this house has one item inside up the top. Yeah. $25 more gold, so not too bad. Again, we can't go into any of the side rooms here. We could speak to people. Oh yeah, let's not forget opening the wardrobes. And as far as I'm aware at this point, that is everything. At least in the town. I have 459. I could go and buy the greatsword, the copper greatsword, but I'm not going to. I'm going to focus on the short, on the broadsword, longsword, whatever sword that he uses, the one-handed sword. So let's head into Heliodor, the castle.
Halt! Not so fast.
State your business.
Yeah, just point out that you're the luminary and just speak to the king. Why don't you?
Here, shake my hand, mate. That's the funniest one I've heard all week.
Clear off, will ya? We haven't got time for this kind of nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? You want to show that pendant to the king, you say?
Do you mind waiting here a minute?
Huh? Ever so sorry for that little misunderstanding. Please, go right on through. His Majesty's waiting for you.
Well, I guess what they said about showing that pendant was true. So welcome to the splendour of Heliodor Castle. This place is almost as big on the inside as the town is on the outside, but there's not quite as many things to find. There's a butterfly wing. Seven more gold. I don't know why you're trying to sweep up out here. That seems a little pointless. We can't really get a whole lot of places. There are a few areas we can get to, but not really that many. Mostly because the guards are stopping us. Doesn't stop us from, well, going into these side rooms. Antidote and a medicine. Yep, that's everything in this particular one. Leather hat. Sure. Glad I didn't buy one actually. Nothing more on that side. So over to the other side we go. A book. King Carnelian, Behind the Throne. and some wayfarer's clothes. Any more things here? Nope. Let's take this book. Erdrian Greek Geographic. Ancient and honourable Dundrasil, steadfast and stony Heliodor, Gallopolis with the noble desert knights, Sniffelheim with the snow-capped towers, and Zwardrust carpeted in flowers. So I do believe that's everything here. Let's see about meeting up with the king if we don't get sidetracked by even more. Yeah, of course we're getting sidetracked. Places to go. This just leads to the balcony. Yeah, we're okay for this. Hello there. I knew there was something around here. I remembered it, but I forgot that it was up on the chandelier. There's not really anything we can do with it up there. We are stepping out onto the balcony though, because there are there is a mini medal out here. That's our second one. And a single file. Seed of Therapeutics, I'm going to assume. And we need these pots over here. Just checking this side again, but I think we've got everything, so we'll head over to the other side. Thought that was an item there for a moment. Strong medicine. That's good. 50 HP healing. Yeah, I have healed now, and it's not too bad. But MP is still a limited resource at this point. We are pretty much done though in the castle and the town. So, do I have time for this? Let's go for it. Darkspur? Okay. No, I'm pretty sure we're the opposite of that. We're the Luminary. Quite the welcome.
That will be quite close enough. Welcome to Heliodor Castle, friend.
The Jewel of Dundrasil. You are bold indeed to have made your way here alone, Wanderer. I am Carnelian, ruler of Heliodor. How long have I waited for this day? And now, finally, we meet. Truly, it is an honor. The fact that you come here proffering the jewel and asking to speak with me personally would suggest that you know something of your true nature. I take it that you also bear the mark? Yes, the mark of light. Then there is no doubt. You are he. Rejoice, dear subjects. The day is upon us at last. The luminary walks among us once more.
So what does that mean?
Tell me, O luminary, where exactly is it that you hail from? I would so very much like to pay tribute to those who took you in and raised you.
Well, I guess the Mayor of Cobblestone is getting his wish.
I see. Cobblestone, you say? Jasper, you know of this place?
I do, my liege. A village of provincial nobodies deep in the rocky south.
Then I take it you know what to do. Do not disappoint me.
Yes, my liege.
Accursed luminary! I know not what your intent was in coming here alone, but whatever your wicked scheme, know that it shall not succeed!
Hendrik, take this cur, this harbinger of calamity, and cast him into the furthest corner of the dungeon. Know this. The luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm. And why is this? The reason is simple. Just as light is intertwined with darkness, so too is the luminary intertwined with the dread Lord of Shadows. His coming heralds the resurrection of the Dark One.
Did you really think you could fool one as wise as His Majesty? It was your great misfortune to confront one who knows your true nature. Men, seize this wretch!
Have we just been arrested? And why am I worried for Cobblestone now? Yep, that's the dungeon.
You claim to hail from Cobblestone. Well, before the sun has set 3 times, we shall know the truth. By then, Jasper will have returned from his investigation. If I were you, Darkspawn, I would not expect to live beyond that day.
So that's what Darkspa was. Darkspawn. Yeah, we're in jail. And we're not carrying any equipment, we haven't got any items, mostly because, well, of course they were taken off of us. We're in jail. Well, let's at least break a couple of pots. Just to vent our frustrations. Yeah, maybe they left it unlocked? Nah, of course not. And who might you be?
Will you keep it down in there? Most folks they throw in here have the decency to wait a while before going stir crazy. What are you in for, anyhow? You don't get free bed and board down here without having done something pretty bad.
We were the Luminary.
Wait, did you say the Luminary? You're serious? You're telling me the Luminary has just shown up in the cell next to mine? This is crazy.
One plate of delicious gruel for the gentleman in the dungeon suite. Come and get it.
How are you in the dungeon for so long? Or was it for this?
The Luminary? You're serious? So it's all happening just like the seer said it would. We'd better get out of here.
Again, who are you?
Huh? Wait here.
You? But... Oh!
Don't worry, I didn't kill him. But he won't be waking up anytime soon. Things will get pretty hairy up ahead. You'd better take this. Oh, and I found this in a corner over there. I guess it's your stuff, right? Me? I got this little beauty back, so now I'm pretty much unstoppable. We better get out of here before any more of our tin-headed friends come knocking. Holler when you're ready to move out, okay?
And where are we going? Good question. But we've got our items back. That's all that matters. I don't believe we can actually go anywhere. Yeah, we need to follow this person. So, yeah, might as well do so.
I spend ages digging this hole, and you just happen to show up the day I finish it? Heck of a coincidence.
Yeah.
Guess I really was meant to help you out, just like the seer said. Anyway, there'll be time to talk about all that later. In you go. The sewers, huh? Well, there must be a way out somewhere. Lead the way. I got your back.
So, we've made it to the sewers. Which we don't have a map for. Just one big question mark. But we did just have an autosave, so I am going to leave it here, and next time we are escaping from the sewers, from the castle, because apparently being the luminary isn't as cracked up as it should be for the name. So next time, running away. Until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.